We're live, I think. Yeah, yep, we're live. Up morning and evening all.
G'day, people.
Morning.
And we've got well, Jim. Hello, Jim. Oh, there he is. He's back. Jim's back.
I have returned.
He has returned. We got
Had to
Ed.
get his coffee.
We got,
Upset.
we got Jimmy, James. We got Paul. And we got Bilge. And well, let's say hello to everyone. And welcome, boys. Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Always good to be here.
I'm guessing a few more in the States will jump on. Oh, we got 5 sitting in there now. Boom, boom, here they come. We'll start off with Ed. How's your week been, mate? What have you been up to?
You what?
How has your week been?
How's my
What did
week?
you
Good.
do?
Actually, the project is coming along very well. Let's see if I can get it in here. Everything is it's hard to see, but it's all detailed, ready to go. Fuzzy fur, outlaw paints, everything that we carry in the shop. So, show everybody that it's going.
Hang on, bring it back up. Bring it back up.
Oh yeah.
Interior. It's all bare metal foil, hand painted. It's our brand of fuzzy fur for the carpeting. Yeah, it turned out really good. I'm very pleased.
Yeah, that's
very
awesome.
pleased.
Yeah, it looks great, Ed.
That's awesome. And what have you been up to, mate? What have you
Just
been
to show
doing?
everybody that we're your one-stop shop.
What have you been doing this week?
Me?
Yeah.
You still talking to me?
Still talking to you.
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to you.
I'm actually making my own coil springs right now too. Actually, for the project.
Very good, mate. Very good.
Out of 20 gauge wire
Condom.
instead of having these plastic pieces of junk.
Just wrap them around a drill bit or
Come with-
something.
These plastic pieces of junk.
Hmm.
So I'm making it with the wire. It's blue. No, I actually used the plastic coil that the kit came with, and I wrapped the wire around that, which 20 gauge is pretty thick.
Yeah.
What I did is wrapped it around there, and I kept twisting it as I was going to get it to the length, and it turned out pretty good. So that's what I've been messing around with.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then I was on Brian's a little earlier with you, Bill.
Yeah. Saw you there.
Just one of the guys that made an order. So
Did they?
Yeah,
What are you
icky
guys
sticky
open up
spreading out.
Cool.
it's gonna go, man.
We'll
Jason's
go,
is not. I'm telling you.
what's that, mate? What are you telling me?
World domination.
I don't know if I'm Pinky or the brain. Maybe I'm just a split personality. I don't fucking know. So, James, what's happening, big fella, Jimmy? What do you want, Jimmy or James?
Which one do you do?
You can call me James, since we have another Jim in here, or Jimmy. A lot of people still call me Jimmy, so whatever's easier to keep straight, it's fine with me.
Just don't call me late for dinner.
Yep.
We could go. We'll call you Saint Jimmy, like from Green Bay.
Or for Tim Tams.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, man, those things are awesome. They're really good. Yeah. The kids didn't get any. I gave one to my wife and one to my editor guy, and then I ate the whole rest of the pack.
Yeah.
We can get them here through like Amazon, but they're like $16 or something for a pack through Amazon. Same brand and stuff. But man, I almost was gonna pull the trigger and just order some more because they're so freaking good. Yeah.
Well, if you get some stuff through Ed, I told him I was sending him another couple of packets or whatever, and I showed him this big gift pack last night, and he's like, "Oh my god!"
Oh man.
all the
I'm fat
flavors.
enough. I don't need to put that gift pack.
Yeah.
That'll give you a keg on legs. So what have you been up to, mate?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, working and working on a couple of videos and trying to run through a lot of the analytics and get better at their production. And yeah, it's been a struggle with my buddy there that had a stroke. It's his son that edits for me, and he also works with me during the day as well. He's my only employee in the shop, and he's kind of been off because he's got a younger brother, and it's been a little weird. It's yeah. So that's kind of been going on. I've got my hands full.
Yeah. Understandable.
Yep.
I'm just going to put this in the link, boys, in the chat. If you want to go and see the latest video, it's Johnny Wick's car.
Yeah.
So there's the link to the latest St. Jimmy's latest video, Restorations for You. Great job. So, Jim, well, St. Jimmy's gone out. What have you been up to, buddy?
Me, I've been kind of pedaling in place in terms of modeling. I got 4 things going on, and I've been doing little bits and pieces of each one. And, well, making progress, but I get little bits here and there. I really need to dedicate my time to one of those projects and get going on it, because I'm doing little bits on one and then little bits on another. And then an order came in I just received for some track links to a tank that I've been waiting around for a long time. So I started working on those today, and I got to make up my mind what I'm going to do. But something else came today, some really good stuff from this really nice, great place down in Arkansas. Okay.
Oh, nice.
You got a piece of cardboard.
Got my glue. Got my good stuff from Icky Sticky. Got all the stuff. Got my Outlaw paints. There we are. There you go. My Outlaw paint, and of course my Tim Tams. So got my coffee, and I'm ready to have a few Tim Tams and just sit around and talk some models with you guys. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, got to make a decision. What's the adage in football? If you got 2 starting quarterbacks, you got none. So you need to have one. And so I got to make my mind up on a model. I'm gonna just say I'm working on this, and then I'll move on from that.
So Jim,
yes, sir.
Same to me. Grab those Tim Tams, put them in the fridge right now.
Oh, I just took them out of the fridge. I had them in there all day.
How hot's your coffee?
I'm sorry. Say that again, please.
Your coffee?
Hot, too hot to do the Tim Tam Slam. So I'm going to practice that. I told you I'm going to lose it, and I'm going to blast it all over my computer screen, and then I'm out of computer.
Right? You can put bloody wires on a distributor. You can put a Tim Tam in your gob. So you're doing it today.
I'll tell you what, you ever see those people do the cinnamon challenge where they take a spoonful of cinnamon and try and swallow it? Yeah. Well, that's what would happen to me if I do this Tim Tam Slam right now. I got to practice, and I got to practice like in front of a in front of something disposable, like a bunch of paper towels or something.
It's not that hard. When you're doing the Tim Tam Slam.
What's that, Ed?
How hard is it? Hey,
you got to be naked when you're doing the Tim Tam Slam. You can't do it in clothes, man.
Oh, no. The stuff I'm wearing now is what I wear.
I was doing it the other day. I was talking to Jason.
Here he goes.
Order out that. Crikey, mate.
Crikey,
I want to go out and hunt some saltwater crocs.
Yeah.
When St. Jimmy had his Tim Tams, he didn't even fucking bite him. He just swallowed them all.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
Oh yeah.
things are good.
Oh yeah.
They are good. They are good.
Incredible. Anyway, that's what my week's been. Not much, but hopefully things will get better come next week as far as the models go. Everything else, well, hitting the road on the bicycle, getting to the animal shelter, walking dogs. Summer's been warmer than usual here in May. We might even have to turn the AC on a couple days this week, but who knows? Whatever.
I already got mine going.
Yeah, I bet down in Arkansas. I bet you guys are because of we were like 88 today, so you guys are probably in the 90s down there.
Yeah.
No way.
I had.
Wow.
I couldn't.
Heat wave.
Send some of that more this way.
So
It was 72 and sunny here in Michigan.
oh damn you, James! Damn, that's what I want.
Yeah.
That's what I had a few days ago.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, Australian guys, what is autumn and winter like down there in Queensland and Victoria and New South Wales as far as the temperatures? Like, because I've seen some videos like slot car guy. What is his name? Travis. Yeah, he's wearing a hat. He's got an insulator on. Okay, so
Yeah.
I know it's autumn down there, but what's the temps like?
Well, Melbourne is fucking. It's a hole anyway, and you get 15 seasons in 15 minutes. But like so, we started off cool this morning, but it's what are we currently 23 degrees, and we're nearly winter. So it's about
53 degrees. That's like around 70, 75 or something like that. I think.
Yeah, winter. Yeah.
Man, that's not autumn. That's like late summer.
Yeah, that's the winter here where I am.
Mm.
You're only supposed to. You've only got one package in. You've only got one packet, mate.
That's such a weird concept to imagine Christmas like in not. I don't know. I just grew up here, I guess, so it's different. But and I'm sure it's the same for Jim in Maine. But to imagine Christmas with 80-degree or 90-degree weather or something, it's just weird.
It's like 100 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, 100 plus 100.
Yeah.
If we go to on Christmas Day, you go to the beach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I spent last Christmas in the creek with a cart.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, Paul, what have you been up to, mate?
Yeah, just
How's
about. Mum's doing all right, thank you. The Huey's just about done.
Geez, you're fucking unbelievable, you are. Unbelievable, mate. Hang on.
Wow.
Can you share that to a full screen? There you go.
Looks
That's awesome. Yeah, very cool. Heck yeah. Very
Got a
cool.
lot of time in your hands.
What did you what were those ones, mate? What colours?
Ozcam, green and the brown.
Yeah. Geez, it pops.
And
What scale is that? All 48?
148.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And this one's still ongoing.
What's that?
Sorry.
It's a full bore GDR XU1 Tirana.
Nice.
It's all
And it's a
resin
two-door.
too.
And it's just painted in a standard Australian colour.
Okay.
Mount Druitt metallic.
Okay.
Primer grey.
Look who's in. Blue Streak. Hey, buddy. How's Canada?
And
They're gonna.
I got stuck into the gunnet.
Nice.
Oh man. Heck yeah. Very cool.
Very, very cool. Okay.
Oh, and one more came off the bench.
Oh, the Peugeot.
Yeah, the little pug.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice
neato.
job.
Nice.
Very
Yeah,
nicely
that's
done,
about
mate. Bilge, do tell. Share with the world.
Not much, man. Not much at all, eh? But I have been. See if I can get behind this. Have been going blind, doing wiring,
No,
Yeah.
and
no.
Hang on,
the
mate.
firing
Hang on.
order
Hold it
is
up again.
correct. Eh?
Hold it up again. Put it up again with the paper.
Nice.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
And I've even run a fuel line off the fuel pump.
Nice.
Sweet. Yeah,
Very
looks
good.
good, man.
That's awesome.
Plus,
Is that what
I'm
you were
also
talking about earlier?
yep, and I'm also starting to run brake lines as well.
Brake line.
Nice.
That's what I'm
Nice.
going to be doing. Brake
All right,
line,
mate.
fuel
So
line.
you
I it's a little bit shattered at the moment.
What
Shane?
what are you using to run the brake line? Oh, genius. Waste not, want not. Yeah.
I've had that role for about 6 years.
Yep. Yeah. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Brilliant.
Bilge, if you want to make
I'll use
custom
it on a lot of stuff.
extractors, Bilge, if you want to
Say
make
again?
custom extractors for 125th,
Hang on.
I was about to say solder.
yeah, 2 mil solder or solder.
Sorter. Yeah.
Solder.
Huh.
Yeah, solder, yeah. Oh, Pit Stain's recovering from bad Chinese food. He went to that Chinese restaurant, Meow.
Meow Ming.
What are you doing, mate?
Meow. He must have had that order of cream of some young guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he went. His second restaurant of choice is Katsun Dog.
Oh, that is nice.
And that exhausts the solder.
Extractors.
Nice.
Nice. Very nice.
That's cool.
And with
Oh, I bet you there's
a
no cat.
non-Corvette engine.
Hang on, mate. Hang on.
Hang on, turn the other light on.
Don't leave the light on for me.
Oh my God, I'm out. Jason,
That's
Oh,
good.
Nice.
6.2 supercharged.
Hey,
Very good.
Ed,
You can run the starter.
you can go root to boot. I used to get paid this thing.
Oh my God. Stick with the paints.
Yeah. And the lights off.
Yeah, that's me. Got in a car
So-
wreck. The car survived, but I didn't.
I have, as we can see in the background, achieved something this week.
Yeah, that's
On
good.
my, as you look at it, what is it? My left shoulder there, you can see the GT40. I built that shelf with everything above the outlaw paints and everything like that, and the rack, and there's LED running there. I've got the paint mixer, screw holders, solder, a few bits and bits. Nothing's been really laid out yet. The camera you can just see, that's for the overhead shot. This one here. Where's that one? What is that one? Nope, it's not that one.
Uh,
It's that one.
Oh,
So when I do my build videos, I'll be able
Oh,
very cool.
You got it.
man, that's awesome.
to, so everybody can see me do my work there. And then back to the horror head. So I didn't set this up, but hey, Sluggo, so this is all that's left on the floor.
It's not too bad.
So, yeah, and with everything else, like the other shelves have gone up. Yeah, I put up more shelves, so we will go to that one. Nope. So many shelves. So we've got all the shelves there now.
Very
And
good.
yeah,
Very nice.
getting there. But yeah, it's just with everything else going on, as you know, it's just time. And I don't have much of it. Anybody going to Wonderfest? Where's Wonderfest?
Don't know. What is? I wonder what Wonderfest is.
It's like a drinking competition.
Oh, I'm there.
Yeah.
Kentucky.
No.
No, not I. No.
Isn't Kentucky near Idaho?
Huh?
Yeah, by about 1,000 miles. Yeah.
Very close.
Yeah.
Not even close.
No,
Not even
Kentucky's like be a halfway point for me and Ed if I was to drive down from Chicago and he was to drive up from Arkansas.
Yeah, Kentucky's 3 states over or 2 states over for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to go down through all the way through Illinois and then into Kentucky from there.
It's beautiful, the Appalachia, man, the mountains and stuff, and it's a beautiful place for sure.
Oh, okay. Here it is. It's the biggest sci-fi and horror modeling convention in the country. Oh, even more than the one in California with that ComCon? Really? Wow.
No kidding.
That's saying something.
Yeah, that is. That is.
Because that ComCon is, well, everyone knows that. It's about an 8 or 9 hour drive for me from Atlanta. Oh, he's in Atlanta. All right. Yeah.
All right, boys and girls, I'm going to put this up and make sure you go and have a look at this. This is this channel, Blue Street. He's doing a ship at the moment, and it's bloody amazing.
What's he doing?
He's doing a ship. He builds heaps of stuff, but he is an amazing modeler. Like, really, everybody go and subscribe if you haven't.
Okay.
He's in Canada, so we won't hold that against him.
Yeah, what's going on too?
You guys have.
I'm surprised he's still able to own a knife.
So yeah, there it is. That's the link, and I'll put it in the chat there, so you can go and straight onto him. Go and subscribe to him now while we're all on. And why am I building that? I hate Fords with a passion, but I've got 2 colours that need to go on that, which I make. So,
is it Jason? Is it Blue Streak or Blue Steak Customs? You got Blue Steak on the screen.
Yeah, I missed the R.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. I see it here. Okay. There we go. All right. Well, I'm gonna check his channel out.
Very, very good modeler. Good human being. He was trying to get outlaw into Canada, so yeah.
Well, wish him luck.
Yeah, so I might just move over to. I'll change camera, move over to the other bench, and we'll open this GT up and.
Yeah, please.
We'll have a look at it.
Be right back. I gotta go lock my cock up.
You what?
My rooster.
All right.
If it makes you feel any better, Jason.
That's a nice. That is a nice car.
Mm-hmm.
That is a really nice car, man. Oh man.
Technically not a Ford though.
No. Hang on, I've got to move some shit. Hang on.
Technically not a Ford.
How is it? How is it not a Ford, Paul? Is it?
It was designed by Lola in the UK.
Oh,
there you go. So suck on that.
With Ford?
Well, Ford bought Lola.
Oh, all right. Okay.
because they couldn't win anything without them. Nobody could get the thing started. Rightio. You boys tell me what it's like because I'm not looking at it. Because I haven't got a screen in front of me to show shit. So
It looks
There
good.
we go.
Can't see your head.
have you been told today, motherfucker?
I tell myself every day.
Hey, James, this might be one for you. Sluggo's
Oh,
message.
man.
Need your opinion. I'm doing an AMT 51 Fleetline custom street rod. Need opinions on 2 interior colors. That might be something you could help him with.
Yeah.
So,
So it's a what year? I'm sorry.
If you look on your comments, you got your comments up on the lower right. You'll see Sluggo's message. It's a 51 Fleetline custom street rod. I'm guessing you know what that is.
Yeah. So the AMT 51 Fleetline body is silver. So I would use, man, that's tough. Maybe, silver 51 Fleetline. I guess I'm always partial to black, because black just kind of fits everything. But maybe like I wonder if he's trying to stay like original, like true to the original colors, or if this is like a custom kind of build. Because some of those had like a charcoal kind of like houndstooth looking interior. Maybe for whatever reason I keep thinking like a fawn color or something, like a fawn interior with the silver, just so I don't say black, because I mean black interiors are just so much fun and they fit everything. They match well with everything, but I guess it depends on the build. So I can't really access my comments here, so I don't know. I can see them, but I can't type back.
Oh, well, Jim can do it or Paul can do it. So here's the decal. So I will be doing a mask with Icky Sticky, masking these up, doing a tracer mask, and putting them on in paint.
Okay.
Here's the destructions. It's a Pajimi kit.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask what the kit maker was. I didn't see the name on the box.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
So,
Okay.
That's it. Oh, it's just normal stuff. What do we got? Sprues and crap. So it comes in brown and shit, like a brownie. Yeah.
That's it. I wonder why they did that.
Pretty
I
odd
have
color.
no idea. That looks a bit shiny. Yeah. And the bags are stapled. Okay.
Yeah, well, to me it does that too.
Yeah. Detail's not too bad. It's not overdone.
Any flash on it?
I'm looking for that. It's actually neat as a button. There's
Really?
not a drop of flash on anything.
Wow. It's like
Not
That's
a
good.
drop.
Aoshima's
Like
like that too.
None. What's that? Is that a same one?
Aoshima makes some interesting models. A lot of different subjects.
I've got quite a few for sale in the hobby shop. I got the 4x4 trucks. I got the Surf truck. I got the RX-80. They're
There's a tiny peak there. One tiny bit of flash there. Tiny.
Yeah, I was going to say, looks pretty clean, Jason. Looks pretty good.
It's very clean. That one, what are we looking at for these blue sprues?
Bit stain, definitely. They are clean kits, man.
Yeah, I haven't built a Fujimi kit in a long time.
Well, that's clean. That one's even. There's nothing. There's no flash anywhere. None.
Yeah.
Not on that.
What scale is it, Jason?
124, mate.
Okay.
24.
Yeah, clear.
Clear. What's okay, the glass. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, clear glass. All right, moving on to
Hey,
staples. I've never.
Paul, can you show Ed and James the big stock car model you got?
Okay.
Yeah.
They'll recognize that when they see it. Take a look at this, guys.
There we go. There's the transfer and everything there.
Eddie's. Nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah, very cool.
1/16 MPC. Yep, I had one of
Yeah.
those. Yeah, you do have the clear body in there, Paul. That drawing up at the top of the box on the box cover, that's showing the clear body.
It's that 1/16
Yeah.
scale, right?
Yep, it is. Yeah, the 73.
That comes with the clear body.
Yeah, that's
We'll get you on the second floor. Yeah,
whoa.
the tires
Hey,
already in the
Jason,
rim.
they
already got the wheels in
tires
it.
like that with everything in there,
Oh, they-
rims on there and everything, huh? Okay.
Yeah, well, they've been put in, but they haven't been assembled. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they haven't been seated yet. So.
Right.
They just
Right.
set them in there.
It's interesting. I've never seen it like that in any.
It's got solid metal axle. Rear
Okay.
axle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Body's in that shitty looking
What are
greeny
you
blue.
working on, James?
What's that?
What are you working on, man?
Right now?
Yeah.
I'm actually working on a die cast for another video. It's a 63 Impala.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's pretty haggard.
You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it a Cheech and Chong.
Well, they had a 64, but somebody requested that I make like a low rider, so I was kind of thinking of doing something like that. I'm not the biggest fan, but I have some pretty cool outlaw colors, so I was thinking of maybe doing this one a little bit more on the wild side of not like a factory kind of color. So
that'd be cool.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I was going to ask Ed and James. Some guys I see, they build car models and they strip the chrome off the parts. You guys do the same thing?
I just did.
Yeah. Okay.
Off the wheels. The best thing to use for that, man, is Easy Off Oven Cleaner, the yellow can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you don't even have to scrub. You just spray it, let it sit, and it strips the chrome completely off.
Right.
Because I'm getting
about
ready
that.
to make these the same color as the body, and then the outside is going to be chrome afterwards.
So the
I
reason
got
I
a
ask
can
is that,
around here somewhere.
yeah, the reason I ask is that the man I heard, he said, I get rid of the chrome because it's always put on too thick and it's unrealistic.
And it's
You guys share the same opinion?
It depends on the kit, and it depends on it's like some of the this one I'm doing now is the Revell, the 71 Cutlass, and this one really wasn't too thick, but I've ran into it with like the older monograms. They're really thick. But besides that, I mean, I haven't really too much of the newer kits. I haven't really seen it like thick. You know,
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
the Aoshimas, I mean, their chrome is beautiful.
Okay.
Beyond beautiful, their whole kits and stuff. But yeah, if it is too thick, Jason has the chrome. I would get the chrome from Jason and then
okay. Yeah, 'cause I was about to ask. It's like, okay, if you strip the chrome, then what do you use to replace it if
Jason.
you're gonna, go that way? Okay, I see.
You
All
use
right.
the outlaw chrome?
Yeah,
Good.
I haven't tried it yet.
I've used it a bit.
I've tried L-clads before I met Jason, and they're but compared to what I've seen with Jason's, it doesn't even compare to Jason's chrome.
It's like I was saying, the GT40 would look sharp in Ken Burns 64 Le Mans colours. Mate, I wouldn't be talking bullshit if I knew what they were, but I'm putting it in outlaw, Gulf blue, Gulf orange. So, yeah. That's what
So-
I'm going with.
I just want to tap your pick your brains about that, because I don't build too many cars. And when I heard that, I was like, that sounds good. That sounds like a good idea, because if I do remember one thing, it's like you were saying, Ed, those older cars, especially those monogrammed, like the Tom Daniels stuff, the custom jobs, they I guess they just decided to lay it on extra thick for the showy look of it or something like that. Like the deeper it is, the more shine they get or something.
Yeah, it looks terrible. A lot of the guys, they strip
I'll be
them.
back. Give me 5 minutes.
All right. At Bare Metal Foil, Sluggo, I am a Bare Metal Foil diehard fan. That's what I just did this interior with, was all Bare Metal Foil on here, and it's beautiful. It looks just like it would be out of the car. It just depends. Like Bare Metal Foil with their new ultra bright chrome, or the new chrome they call it or whatever, they were having such problems with it because it was so thick. And people were complaining about it because he couldn't get the same stuff he was getting before, so he substituted it with another company, and it was beyond thick. So people were complaining because it looked absolutely terrible. All the Bare Metal Foil that I use is the older stuff. I have not gotten any of the new Bare Metal Foil yet. I'm fixing to go through them. Yeah, is that the Ultra?
That's the ultra. That's the ultra bright chrome.
Is that the newer or the older stuff?
I gotta be honest with you, I don't know. I purchased it about a year ago. This pack of it. It's been all right. I have another one that I think is the same. Man. Go ahead with what you were saying though, Ed. I'm sorry.
No, he ran it when COVID hit and all this stuff started coming through. He was having such a hard time getting the same material, so he wound up with another kind, and he just had nothing but problems with it. Everybody that was using it was complaining, and I've actually used it, and it was terrible. I threw it in the garbage. I wouldn't even use it. Like Sluggo was saying, it would look like it was really clunky on the cars. That was that kind. But now, as far as I know, they've gotten it straightened out, so it's back to the way it used to be. So that's, if you can get the older Bare Metal Foil, it's the best that you can find anywhere. I've actually got sheets of copper because you can't get copper anymore. They discontinued the copper.
Really?
Yep.
Oh boy.
I've got 6 sheets of it, and I will not part with it. I've had a couple of my buddies, you want to sell me a sheet? Nope, because you can't get it anymore. And I'm actually working on a Cadillac that's in dedication to my dad that I'm using the copper Bare Metal Foil on. So
I didn't know they made copper. Okay.
Yeah,
they make like aluminum, and they make a few different finishes. Gold,
black. They make a matte gloss black, which I've tried the black. I'm not. It's okay. It's hard to work with. I've tried that, but yeah, they make a matte aluminum. They make a regular aluminum. They make ultra bright chrome, show chrome. There's like so many different colors that they do, as far as like the metal colors.
Wow, that I had no idea that they had such a wide menu of. Bare metal foil to me from a distance was bare metal foil. I thought it was all the same thing. It was just what application you used it for, and how you could, like some guys when they used it for like military, they would take a Scotch-Brite, go one direction or another direction to create a certain grain appearance on it. Because I've seen guys use it on airplanes, and it looks awesome.
That's super smart.
That seems to me to take a lot of work to do to get it on an airplane, especially the compound curves.
Bare metal foil period takes patience, and yeah, Sluggo, I do it on the 40s, 50s, and 60s kits to make it look just like the 40s and 50s and 60s cars. So when you get the 40 Fords and stuff like that, when you get those kits, when you pull the chrome out on those, it doesn't look like it used to back in the 40s. It's just real ultra shiny. And as I was saying, you strip them, and you use the bare metal foil on it, and it looks just like it did back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s because the chrome wasn't like it was nowadays. So that's what I do when I get mine, but it takes a lot of patience and it takes a lot of time. Like this interior, I've probably got 60 hours into this interior.
Wow.
With the chrome, I striped all the chrome on the consoles with my brush. I did everything all hand painted. So I mean, it takes a lot of time, but you have to have patience.
I can
And you
see.
have to have the correct tool. And they bare metal foil sells their tool, and it's a waste. I don't buy that. I use a toothpick, and I use my pointed cotton swabs, and that's all I use.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, I cut a toothpick. I round the end off of a toothpick, and I use that, and then I'll have like a little bit of a sharper end on the toothpick, and then the cotton swab is what I use to mat it down. That's all I use. I don't use that tool. It's a waste of money.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm learning something tonight. I'll tell you, I've seen it. I mean, I know what bare metal foil is. It's been around a long time.
Yeah.
And I've heard a lot of good about it, but I've never actually tried it myself. So maybe I'll pick up some and just give it a try, just to experiment with making, I don't know what, but something, you know. Maybe
what about you, Paul? Do you use bare metal foil at all?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I haven't tried it yet because it's getting hard to get out of here.
Is it? How about
You
you?
got to go to the right shop to get it.
Never had the gumption to give it a go.
How about you, Jason?
Yeah, I've got it. I've got a few sheets of it here somewhere. Used it. Yeah.
I catch out with a frame on the grill.
Hang on.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice. Looks great. Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
Is that a 16th scale Nomad?
Yep.
Yeah, it's the old AMT kit.
Yeah, Sluggo. This is for you, mate.
You'll like it, Sluggo. You'll definitely like it. Oh,
There's the chrome. Okay.
no, that's not the chrome.
No, it's not?
No,
Let's go blue.
that's the golf.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, the
I
chrome
know.
is. I got the.
Then we go orange. I've got the chrome somewhere.
I got it, Jason.
And if
I may be ordering some of that bottle of that chrome just to have it and give it a try because it's so easy to paint. Why not use that?
Yeah,
This
you
is
gloss this down first, then put the chrome over.
That's what you
Yeah.
need. You need the
Or
gloss black.
You prime
and
with
you
the
need
black?
chrome.
Okay.
Yeah, gloss black.
Yeah.
And that's Jason's chrome.
Okay.
Yep.
play with some,
All right. There you go. Yeah. It's a lot
Play
more
with some
affordable than all
spoons.
clad too.
That's what you want. Yeah, do it on some spoons first.
Right. Right.
And then,
Build it up lightly. So
yeah,
your spraying technique. Do your black. You build up your black. You gloss black nice. Then you just build up light sprays. Build your chrome up layer, boom.
yeah,
Well,
you
that's the
don't
great thing about those lacquers, and especially your stuff, Jason. You know, you want to build it up. Okay, so you spray one coat on it. In a couple minutes, it's going to be dry enough to put the next one on. So that's what I love about that stuff, man. You know, that's as opposed to a water-based acrylic or even an enamel. Those things need a lot more time. But those lacquers, I'm telling you, man, it's incredible. I mean, I work with them. I've been working with them more and more and more, and they're just because they're so easy and so reliable. I mean, you don't have to you don't make a big mess with them. The other paints I keep around for brush painting, but for spraying, it's lacquers. And I know some people aren't disposed to have lacquers in their homes, whether they rent or they have a family or something like that, and they can't ventilate properly. But I'm fortunate enough where I've got a spray booth, proper ventilation, and a respirator. So I'm all for using them, man. I mean, they work great. The results are. It's so easy to get great results with them. So.
Well, if I can, everybody can.
Ever since I started using Jason's, I don't use anything else. I mean, I use Model Masters. I have my arsenal of Model Masters brush paints. But
Right.
as far as like the paints now, that's pretty much all I use is Jason's. I've got Model Master rattle cans sitting here I haven't even touched ever since I got Jason's paints. you can't get the same kind of finish out of what you can with Jason's. And
it literally is poured in the airbrush and spray. You don't have to thin it. You don't have to do any kind of mixing ratio. It just I pour it in there, I spray it, and it works great. So for a guy like me who's challenged with that anyway, is like, well, 40% this and 60%. You know, okay, I get it. You know, I get it. I understand. I mean, I figure out 50.
Paul, come back.
Come back.
Come back. That's his arsenal.
Oh, there we are. Okay.
He's just hot.
I'm getting there.
You got yourself a stand for a hobby shop there, Paul.
Okay, cool. Time out. We've got a guy dropped in called Bob Boosking. Welcome, Bob. Thanks for joining in, mate.
Yeah. Hey, Bob.
What's going on, Bob?
Hello, Bob.
Subscribe to his channel. So, Aussie Modelers Live has done it. Aussie Scar Model has done it. So,
yeah.
Military colors.
I think you got everything, Paul, including the Kung Fu grip too. Yeah.
Hey, Paul, is that the nail polish trays that you're using?
Yep.
Is that? I was looking at Jason's earlier. Jason's got a wire one, but those are cheaper than the wire ones, aren't they?
mine's
$25
on
on Amazon.
wire.
How much?
They cost me $21 when I ordered 3 of them.
Yeah, see, I like Jason's wire rack. He's got up there.
That's not wire. Oh, it's not wire. Hey,
That's a plastic
acrylic. That's thick acrylic. That's not wire.
It isn't a wire rack. It is plastic. I thought it was wire earlier.
It looks wired.
Hey, Ed, why don't you answer Sluggo?
Yeah.
Is he here in the States or is he's somewhere else?
Where are you at, Sluggo?
He's in the States.
Oh yeah, well, hey, you're Sluggo. You're looking at the man on the lower right in the mid. I mean, on the lower screen in the middle. That's your man to go.
Yeah, you can go to my website. You go to www.bobshobbyshopandrc.com, and you can get your pre-orders in. Order as many as you want, whatever you want. The only shipping you pay is from my door to your door. I pay the shipping from Jason to me, so I eat that shipping. Because I want everybody here in the States to see what kind of paint Jason has and how good it is. So I'm willing to eat that shipping price. I don't care what it costs me. Same with Icky Sticky. I don't charge anybody that. It's from my door to your door. That's it.
Yeah, he's in New York. So okay. Yeah. There you go, Sluggo.
Order.
Yeah. Go for it, man.
Hey, Pitstone, how do we I've got to work on how we can maybe, when we do the US ones, merge the chat between Got Fuels and Aussie Modelers Live, make it fully international.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. So we haven't. What's Bilge working on? We haven't heard a lot from him.
I know he's quiet.
He's still doing the wiring.
He's over there like doing
He's got those indispensable glasses on too. I use those. Man, I use those all the time now. I mean, my God, if I'm reaching for those things before I even pick up anything else when I get to my bench.
You don't want to know about your masturbation techniques, okay?
Right. Come on, I'm trying to hold the plug wire here.
Don't snap the plug off.
I actually 3D print the spark plugs, man. If anybody ever does dioramas, so I print them to where you have them where they can sit on your bench and everything like that. Because there's a lot of people over here that started doing dioramas. So I've been doing stuff like that for people too when they ask me. And Jason, I've got pretty good news for your wife because I now have the files for the Supernatural.
Oh, very good. All the tools and that.
Yeah, and the guys.
Yeah,
I've got everything, so I got to get it down to when I start printing them to where they turn out. So when I get them down perfect, then you're going to be getting a box in the mail.
Thanks, mate. She's really, mate.
I'm a man of my word
too. Stupid show. I've watched every season 6 times. Every season. We go to bed at night. It's supernatural. Like, well, why am I in this bed? You know, like. You can have your fantasy to go to sleep, but I say Pornhub goes on tired.
You'll have to surprise her, man, when I get them down. Don't tell her about them.
I won't, mate. I won't. It's all good.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome, man. They actually look pretty cool. I'll send you pictures of them. I've got
the Impala up there, as you can see. Hang on, do that.
No, that's not the Impala. That's
we've seen that already.
Yeah,
The boot of the Impala.
there it is up there. So I'm waiting for the donor to turn up, the second one to turn up, which I've been waiting for ages, so I can then start cutting out boots and doors and.
You ordered a second one of them?
Yeah, so I can, because these ones, the boot. I'll show you.
I could have got you one, Jason.
Yeah, so. Dust. This one isn't.
Yeah.
So you got to cut the boot out. I've got to cut the doors.
Yep.
And that's why I want the donor vehicle.
You're gonna have to cut the trunk out too.
It's the boot. That's what you call a trunk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sluggo, if you want, you can email me too. If you want to talk about Jason's paints and stuff, you can go to ed@bobshobbyshopandrc.com, and you can also talk to me about that too.
ed@bobshobbyshopandrc.com.
Anybody that's watching that wants outlaw paints here in the States, just get a hold of me. Go to my website.
Yeah, and anyone who's thinking about whether they work or not, you will not regret the choice, man. I'm telling you. I seeing is believing, and when I painted that P40, I used his olive drab on. Wow.
Same with the Icky Sticky. Anybody that wants Icky Sticky, I get hers every 2 weeks. Jason's, depending on the size of the order, me and Jason talked last night, and if we get a big enough order, we're going to start doing that every 2 weeks too. So it just depends on how big the order is going to be.
Right.
There you go. On the bottom of the screen there.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys can email me there. You go, like I said, you can go to my website too, www.bobshobbyshopandrc.com, and then I've got everything there. Yeah, there's my business card. So anything you guys need here in the States, just give me a holler and let me know. I'll hook you up with anything that's better here. I guarantee you, we do not have anything here in the States that's better. Guaranteed.
Speaking of that, James and Ed, have either you guys used or heard of MCW paints?
Yes.
Yeah, I bought a bottle of black at my local hobby shop just for the heck of it, because I still have some Model Master enamels, but they're dying. I can't unless I put them in plastic bags, the air leaks right through the paper gaskets. Even when I store them upside down. Anyway, long story boring. I tried it the other day. I used a flat black. I wanted to spray the interior of a tank that had no interior detail. It just like to darken out if the hatches are open. So I tried it out, and it's been a long time since I sprayed enamel, and it came out pretty good. I was happy with it. It was
probably not as good as this shit.
Yeah.
Well, I agree. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I know.
You need to get your ass in gear and make some labels.
Suck my dick.
So anyway, I was just curious to know if you guys had seen them, because
I haven't used those. No, before you started using Outlaws, I liked Tamiya paints.
Tamiya's good.
But then the lacquer Outlaw it's definitely it's a better paint all around. It covers better, less fuss, when it comes to mixing it. But we just need to.
Yeah, to me, they'll only take you so far with colors, and then they'll leave it up to you to mix them.
Yeah, then you got to mix it, and
MCW.
They do the same thing with
I went
military
from
too.
Humboldt paint to Tamiya, and now I'm outlaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't beat the ease of use.
Yes,
that's,
they do, Sluggo.
That's the thing that comes to mind first for me, and the specific colors you come up with, and that range is widening. I mean, it's the best of both worlds,
Yeah. The MCW brush paints are almost comparable to the Model Masters.
Yeah.
And Outlaw also has pearls as well.
Yeah. They got pearls, candies, metallics, you name it, Sluggo, they have it. You go to my
paint
website, through it.
Jason can make it.
Even have the Aussie colors for the cars, the British Railroad, the Aussie Railroad colors, the clears, the 2K clears, the rust. He's got a rust line that he has as well. You name it, Jason has it.
Hey, the leather.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah, I could use that for my armor too.
I've got some. I haven't used mine yet. I've got some, and I haven't tried it yet, but I'm fixing to try them too.
Yeah, looking good, Jason. It's really coming along.
Now, Jim is a fan of many of the things that I am as well. So, Jason, can you show Jim that tank that you showed me this morning, that King Tiger? That was so cool, man.
The full interior kit? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, he showed that last week.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's cool. Don't worry. I could see it again.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I've got the other two as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Now, Tacom, out of all those newer armor manufacturers, I have found anyway to have a better build experience. Now, I haven't done a whole lot of others, but I have built one Tacom kit, and you can get a kit like that, Jason, where you go all out and get a full interior kit. You're talking 2,000 parts, or you can get a kit that's got 500, 600 parts, and it built well for me. I built the Grant tank. The Grant.
Okay.
It built really well for me, and that's a multi-part big superstructure. And the parts went together really well. It was amazing how well it all fit together that I could make it work like that. So Tacom is one of those companies that I have confidence in. Border, they look great in the box, but be prepared for a bit of a struggle with them. That's my experience. It could be totally different for someone else.
Sluggo.
There you go, Sluggo.
Yeah.
All the pearls.
Okay.
Jason got.
So, Jason, let me ask you on that King Tiger, with the interior. I'm guessing the tracks are all individual links.
Yes, they are.
And how many parts per link do you have to assemble for the tracks?
Holy cow!
3 or 4.
That is awesome. Sorry, man.
Can you put that on the screen, Jason?
Yeah. Okay, there it is. Yep, there's the Grant.
Yeah, that's awesome. Very cool.
Nice.
Cobwebs.
I like the quad tractor you got on there too. That's the old Tamiya kit. Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, with the limber and the 25-pounder. Yeah.
That's awesome.
You can't find those too much anymore. Not here in the States anyway, Paul.
V&A Hobbies.
Pardon me?
V&A Hobbies in Melbourne.
Yeah, that's a long way for me. It's a long way. I'd probably be paying more for the post than for the kit.
Yeah.
But anyway, Jason, you said there's 3 3 or 4 parts per link on
Yeah.
the tracks. That's crazy, man. That's insane.
Yeah, that-
I mean, you're talking about over 1,000 pieces for 2 sets of tracks. That's crazy.
You guys want to
Yeah, but at least the tracks will sag properly.
Well, you could also get Fruel model. You can get that. I've used Fruel model for my. Oh, nice. Oh, you got the 16 scale. Okay, nice.
That is for
I
sale.
can't. Oh,
Very cool.
heck yeah.
With the quad 50
Yeah,
too.
that's awesome.
Yeah. You know what's interesting? You know
It's
what's
on the
interesting
website.
is how popular.
$225 for this kit.
Okay, it's how popular that 1/16 scale line of armor has just skyrocketed in because every time you turn around, they're making another model.
But Trumpeter
Yeah.
came out with 2. I've got the 2 Trumpeters here that are actually for sale. They're expensive kits. They're $225.
Yeah.
But the Trumpeter is about one of the high-end model companies out there. It comes with the photo etched. The tracks are all separate on the one. The tracks on that one are actually rubber tracks.
Right. That's right.
So, and they're insane. These are sealed kits. I bought them in a collection when I bought from a guy, and I looked them up, and I couldn't believe how much they were. But I've got a couple Trumpeter kits here than the cars, and the quality of the cars, I'm sure these are just as better of a quality as the car kits are, if not more. The detail is incredible.
Yeah, they've been at the they've been turning out 16 scale kits for a long time. Trumpeter, it's when Andy's hobby headquarters in Phoenix, when he teamed up with Tacom to make that 1/16 scale line. It's when suddenly it just went berserk, and now everyone's buying 16 scale armor, and for me personally, that's just too big. I mean, if I was to get anything, it'd be the Jeep, because that's small enough where you could build it and it would fit halfway decent on a shelf next to your other stuff. But yeah, here it is. Okay, pit stand. Yeah, very big, partially because of a lot of modelers are getting a bit older and having easier time. Well, that may be true, but storing them's another thing.
Yeah.
You know, you might want to have another home if you're going to build
Right.
a home. Yeah.
Nah, just put some shelves up.
And to me, it's been making 16 scale armor since the 70s. I mean, all their stuff back then started out with motorized, and they still make a lot of motorized 16 scale. And that shit is awesome.
I started
a lot of money.
I started RC car racing with Tamiya kits. I started out with a Hornet, and that's
yeah. That's where Tamiya cut their teeth. From what I heard, the history of their company is that they started out with RC and then they moved into static display models.
Look at Jason's shit.
Yeah, I know. It's like, geez, you need a forklift to move those models.
Those are Trumpeters too, aren't they, Jason?
Yeah, those are the 200 scale. That's the Yorktown? No, the Hornet. Hornet.
He's got that for the next 24-hour build. You're in.
Yeah, right.
You'll knock it out in 24 years.
I was gonna say.
Just after he finishes the Lancaster.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
The Lancaster and the Spitfire.
And
I don't
the
do
tank that he
Lancasters
has
and
on,
Spitfires.
That Hornet
Yeah,
looks great. That's my favorite. Next to the original Lexington, that's my favorite World War II carrier because of that paint job. I always loved the camouflage job on the Hornet.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of them too. Yeah, pit stains.
Yeah.
I've got quite a bit of the 1/16 scale, the 1/8 scale motorcycle Harleys and the cars, and they do take up some space. I haven't built them yet, but they take up some space on my shelf. So I can only imagine what they're going to be when I get done building them.
Yeah. It's a lot of detail in there too, I would guess, right? Or maybe you'd feel more obliged to extra detail a car like that if because it seems like the bigger the scale, sometimes the more basic the model.
Yeah.
It depends on what kit you're going with. Like a couple of the 1/16 scales that I got are the old Matchbox ones, which are I've got a 55 Chevy and a 57 Chevy, which were my dad's, and those are from the 80s. I think it was the 80s on the Matchbox ones, and you can't even find those kits anymore. But yeah, the detail is pretty high quality on the Matchbox.
All right. Yeah, because I'm thinking of AMT. Remember those 16 scalers they made? They were pretty basic. as far as
Yeah.
detail goes.
I think I got
Yeah.
one there. Yeah, I got one AMT sitting up there.
Yeah.
It's just basic.
Yeah, Paul.
So
Paul, that
Yes.
Nomad you made, that was the AMT kit, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay. You
I
modified
threw
that.
I threw the engine away.
Yeah, because that Nomad in the original kit was just like a showroom stock vehicle. It wasn't customed out or anything.
No,
right.
Yeah.
slightly bigger exhaust on it too.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Got the sides on it. Nice.
Yeah. I hear you, Sluggo. That's great. It's great to have a wife that's supportive too, man. You know, some guys I hear they're waiting for approval from their higher power to move on to something or anything or something like that. So that's good.
Yeah, the hell with approval.
Well, I'm very fortunate to have a wife that does not ever go, why did you buy that? But she does go, are you ever going to build anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
You gotta
She's
build
never
that.
gone,
could have a commemorative Jason Bailey hobby shop.
yep. Never has she gone, oh, why did you get that? Or why not once. We were, a couple of years ago, we were at a hobby store in Brisbane. And walked out with $2.5 grand worth of kits.
Yeah.
And she
And
didn't
more
go, well, why did you buy that? Why did you do that? You want it, you get it.
Well, I'll tell you what. I know your wife's supportive, Jason. If you've got three,
Got that one.
at least from what I see, three Trumpeter 1/200 scale models, you know, there's no way you're going to be able to sneak that in the house. No.
Well, there's five more downstairs in the garage.
5 more. Oh my God, it's 8. Holy cow! You got your own fleet.
Yeah.
Pit Stains is talking about. Yeah, I think he's talking about this one.
Some of the Tamiyas are just scaled up, smaller scales. I do some add-ons. Yeah. Well, if you go back to the 70s with Tamiya's 1/16 scale line, motorized stuff, I would guess that was pretty basic stuff. That was about as state of the art as they could mold stuff back then.
That's what he's talking about right there.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. I see what he's saying. Yeah, he pillaged that one to ramp up his Tamiya. Okay, I see.
Never got good enough game.
I will tell you what, if I don't sell those kits,
it's a great thing to build a model for your kid. That's a great thing, Sluggo.
How many Tim Tams you got left, Jimmy?
About half the package. I'm stopping. I'm done. I got to put the rest in the fridge. I'm going to save them for tomorrow morning. So,
Good luck with that. You still got time between now and bedtime.
No, I had too much pizza before I came on the air, so I was laying in bed for about half an hour trying to get my senses back because I just had one piece of pizza too many, man. It was the tipping point. You know what? You see the mug? James and Ed would know these guys.
The Three Stooges.
Three Stooges. Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well, there's here in Chicago every Saturday afternoon from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. There's Three Stooges are shown. So me and the guys that live upstairs, we all make our pizzas, and we sit down in front of the TV and watch three funny-looking guys make idiots of themselves, and we eat our pizza. So it's like a Saturday ritual thing for us. So.
Well,
a lot of people don't know about Spenguli, man.
Oh yeah. He's 40 years on the air. Yep.
He's still kicking. Well, his dad started it, and he did it, and I miss it. You know.
Oh, you don't get it down there? You don't get it down there, Ed?
No.
Oh, really? Because MeTV does broadcast across the nation.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. I miss watching Spenguli, man. I remember being able to stay up as a kid and watch it with my mom and dad. We'd stay up and watch Spenguli. You know, a lot
Yeah.
of people they're like, who's Svengoolie? I'm like, what?
Yeah, well, you know, there's a lot of guys like him across the country. A friend of mine grew up in Cleveland, and they had a guy like him on the air for a number of years. The same kind of character thing, you know what I mean?
Oh
And,
yeah, right.
You know, and then there was a guy in New York who was big on that. Oh, okay, Pit Stain. Well, Lou Malnati's is the best of deep dish pizza. But let me say something, as the lifelong Chicago resident here, let me just say this. We don't all eat deep dish pizza. We don't all live downtown, and we don't all ride the L train. We eat
Really?
thin crust. We eat thin
You're
crust
kidding.
pizza. That's great in every neighborhood in Chicago. Thin crust pizza. You can get a good local thin crust pizza anywhere in Chicago. Chicago being a city of neighborhoods, you can find it anywhere. Northwest side, south side, southeast side, west side.
Rosati's.
I'm sorry?
Rosati's.
Rosati's. Yeah, you know, they're a franchise, but they're okay for a franchise. They're not bad.
No.
They're not
You
bad.
We have Domino's.
Everybody's got Domino's.
Everybody,
Yeah,
now you talk about a franchise. I think Domino's is out to dominate the world along with like ESPN and Nike.
But
You
it's
gotta
like
see those three
we got
powers
Pizza
like
Hut.
owning the world, you know?
Right?
we got Pizza Hut, Domino's, and you got a few, not a lot,
Right.
pizza places, but like thick crust. That's it. Like the size of your, like a New York pizza or an American pizza, is massive.
Yeah.
Like we
Yep.
get that's about as big as we get.
Okay. That's kind of standard. I mean, you can go as big as you want. I mean, as far as
Yeah,
pizzas
but
go.
that's our family pizza.
Story of my life.
It's, well, I mean, in Chicago, I've been spoiled by having a lot of good greasy
Good
food.
pizza.
So, Italian
Yeah.
beef, good Greek food like hamburger, good Greek hamburgers, gyros, all kinds of good stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's a good thing. But yeah, I just want to say that please don't think it's just all deep dish pizza here, because that is just one thing that grew up out of a couple guys in the 70s, and it's, mind you, it's taken off and it's huge. It's great stuff, but it's not the only thing.
Our
Definitely not.
Chicago thin crust is the best pizza on the face of this earth, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll stand by that. People in New York might have a different opinion about it, but that's
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
They got problems then if they do, because they don't know what real pizza is.
Oh, don't let anybody from New York hear that.
Yeah, Ed's throwing down the gauntlet.
I'm
Ed's throwing
saying
down
that
the
'cause
gauntlet.
Sluggo's sitting over there. I'm like, yeah, he's not going to make an order now. Way to go, Ed.
Yeah. Okay, Pit Stain, he's in Atlanta. Spoiled for great fried chicken and bar. Yeah, well, you go to Kansas City. I heard that's like the barbecue capital of the world. I don't know. I've never been there, but I've heard they
It's
have
all right.
awesome barbecue.
It's not what everybody makes it out to be. I've been to Kansas City. I went and seen Jeff Dunham in Dodge City. I mean, it's okay,
Yeah.
but it's not something to make a trip for.
Okay.
If you're passing through, stop, get something. I mean, but besides that, I wasn't impressed.
Okay.
That's something that I think a lot of the rest of the world, like people in Europe and stuff, you know, how they can take a train or they can travel to another country with a whole different kind of atmosphere and scenery and people. And here for us in the States, it's kind of like that all over the country. You can travel to one place and get a whole different kind of people, a whole different atmosphere, a whole different landscape. In 6 hours in another direction, you could get something else. Like you know, Maine in is completely different from Michigan, and people probably look at it like, oh, they're both cold and there's a lot of water, but it's a whole different field. Just like down south, it's the people are different. I'd much prefer Southern people to us Yankees, just based on my experiences. But yeah, it's weird.
Well, I see what Pit
This
Stain is
is
saying
what
here.
I think of when I think of Chicago.
I'm sorry. What was that, Jason?
That's Chicago, mate.
Oh, okay.
Blues Brothers.
Yeah. I wonder how many of those Dodge Monacos are out there painted up like that.
There's actually one down here, man.
Okay.
I was gonna say probably every one of them because the rest of them are worth a damn.
Yeah. There, that was.
Well, they got one outside the House of Blues.
Here in Lismore, there's a bloke basically made a replica Crown Vic with all the bloody highway patrol stickers and all that shit on it, 911 and all that, except it's illegal in Australia to have emergency service lights on a private vehicle, so he's just gone with a plain white bar on the roof.
Oh, okay.
Lights.
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, Domino's sucks.
Well, see, Domino's in America versus Domino's in Australia could be two different things too.
It could be.
Could
It could be.
Well, years ago, how long has it been? I think it's been at least a decade. They changed their recipe and the way they make their pizza. Because I had it one time. When was it? Like about 2007 or 6. I was in San Diego, and we ordered pizza, and there was nothing but Domino's they have, and so we had it, and it was literally like tomato sauce on a flat piece of crust. There was just no life to it whatsoever. So I've heard that make it a little bit more palatable, but I haven't tried it yet.
Pizza Hut here is like eating cardboard with sauce.
Well, that's how it is here too.
Except the cardboard tastier.
Yeah. There's corporate pizza, just like there's corporate food of all kinds, and it's and everywhere in the states got its own local kind of food, something that they make there. That's like you go to New England and you get some great clam chowder.
Yeah.
You go to New England, you get a Maine lobster right off the ocean. Woohoo, baby, that's some good eating. You're gonna find something like that in Chicago, but you're gonna pay big bucks for it.
Yeah.
Skip over to Domino's for a roux pizza.
Pardon? What'd you say, Bill?
Domino's.
I was just reading Pitstop's comment.
Oh, okay. Oh, a dingo
Domino's
bacon
ranch pizza.
Dingo bacon ranch pizza.
We call kangaroos, skippies. So I was just saying, skip over to Domino's for a roux pizza.
Okay, I see. Okay.
Hey, do a lot of people eat kangaroo?
Fuck yeah.
I was just talking to
we're the only country that eats their national emblem.
Coat of arms.
Hey man, have you guys both had it? Is it all right?
I grew up on kangaroo. It's just like I suppose a bit like venison, really.
Okay, because we have a lot of deer around here, so
yeah. I've never had it, but I heard venison's delicious, especially if it's.
Yeah, I grew up on roux and underground mutton.
Yeah, sluggo. It's sheep balls, and they're actually really good. I hate to say it.
Bush oysters.
Hey, did you guys remember that Chevy Chase film where he's eating those things? He sets the record. They tell him what they are.
Funny Rocky Mountain oysters, man. Yeah.
We call them bush oysters.
Domino's Pizza, Australia.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, you can keep it, man.
Yeah, you can keep it. No thanks.
Philly cheesesteak.
That ain't what it is here.
Do they farm? Do they farm the skippies or the roos, the kangaroos to?
Kangaroo.
Okay.
Yeah, because basically it's gotten to the point now with it's too dicey to go hunt roos and get them wild anymore because diseases, worms, and shit like that. Like with underground rabbits, full of mycosis and all that stuff. So, if you want real or rabbit meat, better off just go to a butcher and tee it up with them, and they'll get it for you.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, it's definitely a safer way to go.
In my backyard, man. Makes them. I got my great grandmother's German recipe for Hassenpfeffer, and it's beyond phenomenal. My great grandmother came over here on the boat from Germany, and I've got rabbits up the ass in my backyard.
Yeah, there's there used to be well, it's still there. I just don't live in Chicago anymore, but there used to be a German restaurant, and they made some awesome, authentic dishes. And it was the time I had sauerbraten, and oh my God, that was delicious. Oh my goodness, with a Beck's Dark on tap. The first time I ever had Beck's Dark tap, draft Beck's Dark.
Making my mouth water.
Oh my goodness, man! Oh, man, what a meal!
I used to be able to skin a rabbit in under 5 minutes.
Back in a second.
I was 6 years old.
Do what?
And then I used to get in trouble at school for selling the pelts at school for lunch money.
So
You talking about kangaroos?
No,
No.
rabbits. I was talking about
Rabbits.
We had to
Oh,
skin a
okay,
rabbit in
rabbits.
5
Yeah.
minutes.
Oh, you got plenty of them here too. Yeah.
there's a comment that says roux meat has no fat, so roast and steak is good, but sausages are rubbish.
Yeah, because they're a lean animal. Like I was saying,
They're-
they're a lot
yeah.
of venom.
Like a
okay.
deer.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I can
Well,
see
that
it,
way
I
you
guess.
keep the- Yeah. That way you keep the population under control. I mean, you can't let them all just overpopulate. Then they're starving themselves and they're screwing up everything else.
25 years ago, we'd go out, like me and my old boy, we'd go out camping. We just, I'd take time off school, he'd take time off work. We'd just load up the cruiser. We'd piss off out west somewhere, find a good river to camp, bloody string out the gill nets in the river for fish, and then duck into town and grab a few perishables, some veggies and stuff like that.
Right.
And while we're in town, the old boy would go to the pub, ask the publican, does anybody have any rural rabbit problems? And he'd be like, yeah, go see old mate down the end of the bar. You go see him, have a quick conversation, get the address, organise the time. Then that night we go out, shoot a few roos, a couple of rabbits. We'd only ever take what we needed. And then, go back to camp, spend the rest of the night gutting, skinning, prepping the meat, and then start cooking up big pots of stew. And we'd have enough food to last us 2 weeks.
Awesome.
And then you got all the fish that we catch in the gill nets out of the river, and then we also had yabby pots. You guys call them clawdads?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We
Yeah.
call them yabbies here. So,
Yeah.
we just make
Yeah,
That's some good eating there. That's some good eating, Bilge. Yeah.
Sluggo, they
25 years
made
ago,
a
can't really
movie
do it now.
called Alive too, Sluggo, and it's a good movie, man. If you ever want to watch it. Sluggo was
Yeah. What
talking-
what mountain was it? Was that in South America?
I
Yes.
think it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. It was the
Right.
Andes Mountains. Yeah. Okay.
Awesome,
Okay.
awesome
I remember that. Yeah. There was a made-for-TV film they did on that when I was a kid.
But,
They
yeah,
just remade it too. There's a new movie about
Oh,
the
is
same
there?
story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
here it is.
brand
Yeah.
new one. Yeah.
The Andes. Okay. Yep.
the other white meat.
The
Yeah.
other white meat. Yeah.
You got that right. That's quite a story.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, no
the Japanese were doing it in New Guinea. They had to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the
The Aussies, when
Japanese
found it,
they weren't very smart. They pissed off the local population, so they weren't the Papuans weren't going to work with them, and that was
they
not
had
a good thing
supply
to do.
issues.
I'm sorry.
That was the problem. They had supply issues.
These boys are
Oh.
Kingston's, you bastard.
what is that?
Are those
These
cookies?
are Kingston biscuits, right?
They're biscuits. They call them biscuits. I got chewed out for that yesterday, calling them a cookie. I said, that ain't no biscuit. It's a cookie.
They're like the equivalent to Tim Tams without a chocolate kind of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're going to have to send me some of those, too.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll double my
I'll just
outlaw
bring you
order,
none.
and you can
You
send
look
some of those along with it. Okay.
Get it?
Only problem with
Get
Kingston's is you need
some
two.
orders in, man.
Yep. Yep. Those look good.
So,
What,
Paul,
Oh, mate, you're orgasmic.
What are they called again?
Sorry.
What are you working on right now?
At the moment, just got to finish off the Iroquois.
Oh, that's the one that you're
Oh,
working
the Huey.
on.
Yeah, the Huey. Yep. Yep. We had a unit of those that were based out of O'Hare Airport, and growing up where I was about 5-6 miles southeast of O'Hare on the northwest side, and you could hear those. You could hear one of them from miles away. I couldn't imagine like what you saw in like an Apocalypse Now, where a whole squadron of them came in along low on the water. Holy mackerel! The noise was deafening.
And that's the other one on the bench, the Gannet.
Ah, the Gannet. Okay.
Yeah, you know when a Huey flies over you?
What's that?
Pardon?
What's that, Bilge?
You know when a Huey flies over you?
Yeah, you could be.
You know when it's coming anyway.
Yeah, that's for sure. You could feel it coming too. Yeah, that those things are unbelievable.
McDonald's, big koala Mac.
No,
Good old drop there.
Oh boy, that's messed up. That's messed up.
Okay.
Sluggo's
Cookie, this side.
Yeah, Sluggo's asking about Wombat.
Yeah, where's Wombat? Where's Wayne?
Well, asking what wombats taste like. Wombat probably tastes like shit, but Wombat's a bit crook, and James is in Noosa. You know that place I showed you, Ed?
Yeah.
That's where he is right now.
Are you shitting me?
No, mate.
What the? I'm fucking saving my money. I'm serious. I'm coming down.
Yeah. And wombats are a bit tough to eat because they ride off cars when they get hit.
Oh.
Yeah,
so
they'll
you got-
cage plane riding.
When I went to Australia, we saw Kenworth flying on its side. It was a couple of weeks old. Apparently hit a wombat
Oh my goodness.
and
Wow.
rolled a truck, an 18-wheeler.
Because
Because
they're
there's
Yeah,
paying
no-
lots
$1.
of rock.
The big
Oh.
lobster thing.
Like they're, probably about almost 2 foot long by a foot high, and they're just pure
80, 90
muscle.
kilos.
okay.
So mate, how about this? This will make it easier. You know an I-beam? You know, a good I-beam? Steel I-beam?
Yeah.
Put 2 foot of that into an animal and put it on the road.
Ugh,
And then run into it with your car.
Yeah.
no thanks. Icky
Oh,
bad.
kangaroos are just as bad.
Yeah,
Is
but you
it?
know,
They'll shove your radiator straight through the front of your bloody fan.
Damn.
the worst
One of my
is when
dad's
they
mates
jump.
actually had a friend killed one night because he
Yeah,
clipped the reel on the hop just as it was jumping up. He clipped it at the top of the bonnet on the legs. It rolled up the bonnet, went through the windscreen, and because they've got mega friggin' claws on their hoppers, it
Uh-huh.
kicked.
Oh
Tore
man,
his throat
ripped
out.
his throat open. Oh Jesus. Wow, that must have been a mess to clean up, man. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry to hear
Let's
that.
just say when he didn't come home, there was a search sent out for him, and they searched the road and searched the road and searched the road. Couldn't find his car on the side of the road, and then someone noticed the car had gone off the road and through a fence. They found him about 3/4 of a K in the paddock up against a tree.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he bled out.
You guys see what Sluggo said about Australia? Jason?
Mm-mm.
What do you say?
Last comment.
God
What
was
a
high
wanker.
when he made Australia. No, he just blinked.
Yeah.
I see that.
So, how would you guys? So Ed and I forgot the gentleman's name in our upper right, opposite Jason there, Paul. So Ed and Paul, what do you do with a grill when you want to paint the black to make it,
Look, I'll
what's your
to me a panel liner.
I was about to say the
Panel
same
line.
thing, and then click the button and wipe off the top to get your chrome back
Okay.
through.
There's
This-
when
Alright.
the enamel hits.
Yep. Yeah, 1,001 uses. That stuff is great.
Until Jason makes this stuff, this is what I use as a Tamiya.
There you go. That's what a kangaroo can do to you.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Whoa! I was about to ask what is that, but that's a car or what's left of it.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the one that survived and I didn't.
Jeez.
That's an Australian
That's a
convertible.
good photo.
That's what happens when you hit a reel on the hop.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
James, that's definitely what you want to use. Until Jason comes up with something like this, this is the killer for doing the inside of the grills.
I'll quickly
Okay.
show you something. That's why in Australia, a lot of vehicles have one of them on the front.
That's what I
Can't
got.
see it too much in the shadow.
A bull
Yeah,
bar.
we have,
Oh, I see it. Yeah. Okay. I get it. Yeah.
there's a lot of those around here for white-tailed deer.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of those around us. Holy cow, that's serious business right there.
Yeah.
And that's
bad.
a baby skippy. That's not a big skippy.
Damn.
That looks like a small one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. That's a skinny small road.
Fuck.
What are your speed limits like out there in the country, Jason and Bilge and Paul? Like, what when you're outside of town? What's your speed limit, or is there one?
Usually 60 mile an hour on a lot of good roads.
What was
50
that?
mile an hour on back roads.
60.
And in towns, 35 mile an hour?
30
Yeah.
So you're
We talking
60?
MPH or kilometers?
No,
Miles.
I'm talking in miles so you guys understand.
Okay, miles
I used,
per
to,
hour.
I used to own an old car that was in miles an hour. That's how come I know.
He's,
I
So
grew
when,
up on
even
the,
when the road's flat and you can see for a long ways, it's still about 60.
Oh yeah,
No.
yeah. If you're in a speed limit posted area, you go over the speed limit and the cops catch you. Yeah. Good luck.
We can do 110k an hour, so
Well,
On
suppose
the
you're
freeway.
driving through. Suppose you're driving through the middle of the country. It's like the Gobi Desert out there. They got any roads out there? I mean, is it open speed limits out there?
the
Drive
Nullarbor
in
Highway.
conditions.
Yeah, Nullarbor Highway is the Nullarbor Highway, which goes from Ceduna in South Australia to Esperance in Western Australia is 110 kilometres an hour.
Okay. Okay.
So about 80,
66.
Yeah.
60.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
You guys ain't in a hurry to get anywhere.
I'm thinking about the German autobahns where you can pretty much open out there. A friend of mine had family in Germany, and he would drive. He had like a 3-hour drive from the airport to where his family was in somewhere in the Southwest. But he said that he would be doing like over 100, and he was getting passed. He was getting passed left and right. You know, he just stayed in the right lane and let everyone blast past him.
If you go to
A lot.
Northern Territory,
so here you go. This is the bottom of Australia.
Okay.
From here all the way across. That's Western Australia over here.
Right.
Goes all the way along there.
damn.
66 miles an hour.
only takes 5 days.
Yeah, I know. It's interesting when I hear people talk about taking car trips within their own country in Australia. It's like a 5-6 day drive.
Pit stains,
So
all you got to
where
do
you're
is
at?
order them for me if you're in the States, man.
This is where I am.
We can't see your cursor.
There
I
we
can't.
go. You'll see
Oh, Carnes, where you're at, right?
Hands.
I am. Where am I? I'm here somewhere. Here. Gleneden.
Okay.
That must be where all the people with money live, eh?
Yeah, right. So in southern Australia, as we go out, so you got there's a tip there about halfway.
Look,
Yeah.
look on the website, Pit Stains. I'm sure they're on there.
And then you've got Bilge.
Byron Bay. Zekas or Lismore if you can find it.
There it is. Right there.
Okay.
Lismore.
All right.
That's where I'm
And
at.
then you've got Paul, who is
8 hours
all
south.
down here.
Is that Victoria or New South Wales, Paul?
New South Wales.
New South
South
Wales.
Wales. You like Gosford, he's at the central coast down here.
Okay.
He's on the central
Where he used to
coast.
No, that's where I used to live.
Where are you now, mate?
Back in Sydney.
Which is down here.
the coastline kind of looks like Louisiana for us, like all those deltas and stuff.
Yeah. I was going to say, I can't believe the Japanese actually thought about invading Australia with 10 divisions.
No, they didn't really want to. They just wanted to cut us off from the Yanks so that we weren't an issue.
Yeah,
right.
No, it was the Navy's idea, and the Army told them, "No, you're crazy. I think China's smaller than Australia. I mean, my God, that's enormous. What a coastline! Holy shit!
It's all right. If they did, we would have just kicked back and let nature deal with them.
Oh yeah,
Right.
oh yeah,
I was just thinking that.
Yeah. There was a story. You guys ever watch Mark Felton Productions?
Okay,
yeah, YouTuber. Yeah. He told of a story where this Japanese unit was cut off, and the only way they could get out was go through the mangrove swamps somewhere in New Guinea, and the Americans just waited them out, and they could hear them getting slaughtered by the saltwater crocs all night because they had nowhere else to go but right through them.
I've heard that story. Yep.
Yeah. So no thanks.
And I can proudly say I've driven most of the coast.
What's that, Paul?
I've driven most of Australia's coast.
Wow, that's
all around and through the gut.
State I haven't been to, and it's Western Australia.
So, Jason, have you finished any model yet, man, or have you had a chance to start anything?
Yes, look at this one I prepared earlier for you.
I'm not talking about the bird, but no, I was being serious, man. I wasn't being a smart ass.
I've got a couple downstairs. I got the submarine I did. There's a couple down there, but I just, because everything's getting very big, and it's, as we all know, it's just me that does this. So
I know.
Yeah.
in the white. So,
Yeah, running your own business, hardest job you ever had.
If you guys don't know, I was talking with Jason a little bit yesterday. For Jason to come up with one color, it takes Jason 90 hours to just do one color when he comes up with a new color. 90 hours.
So that guy's asking about tiger. I'm assuming a tiger tank color.
Yeah.
So is there a way could you guys recommend him some colors to maybe that he could try to blend on a small scale?
Jason got them.
I've got them. I've just got to get to making them.
Oh, he was saying that he didn't. The guy in the comments was saying that he didn't think he had them.
Yeah, he's
pit stains.
It is just
Africa Core Tiger 1, he said.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's there's just a few colors for one of those.
I just made this sitting here talking.
It's like there's no. Hang on.
Right.
Coilovers for the car.
Yeah, back up.
It's the coilovers for the car that I'm getting ready to do. I just did that while we were sitting here talking.
They call springs.
That's 20 gauge. This car is going to be phenomenal, and this is stuff that we carry too in the hobby shop. So if you guys need color wire, just let me know.
Nice, very good.
Oh, I just
Well, wait a minute. He says you guys should have me on the next stream. I need to beat up Jason for some Tiger 1 paints. Which Tiger? Oh, Africa Core Tiger 1. Well, there are
yeah.
The colors there are kind of. I mean, it all depends on which one you're talking about. I mean, if you want to do the one that's in the Bovington Museum, there's two colors that are kind of similar to each other. When you step away from it, it almost looks like it is the same color. And then there's some dark yellow and some green or some brown. I'm not sure. There weren't too many varieties of, and then there was a solid dark yellow. Some of those Africa Core Tigers had, because there weren't many of them. There was only like one battalion or one company they sent there. So you don't have a whole lot of. I've got one of those Africa Core Tiger 1 models. And I don't know when I'm going to paint it yet, but you don't have a whole. It's not all that varied. There's only about 4 or 5 colors.
Where's that
color?
It's
just not. Again, and I don't want to sound like I'm bitching, but it's not as simple as a color. Boom, there it is. Like, if you're Tamiya or all the other big companies, and you've got your people can research it, or they can punch it into a computer and get it roughly close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if Jason from Outlaw Paints, you research it, you find it, you spray it out over and over and over and over and over again, and then you say, "Yep, I can sell it."
Dunkel Gelbish. Yeah, it's like a dark yellow. I get it, pit stain. Yeah, it's a variant of. I mean, the old saying is you can put 5 of one thing painted the same color together, and they'd all have various shades and tones of that color. So, it's what you want to go for, basically. But I understand what you're saying, Jason. You don't have you can't sick a whole department of people to do your R&D and all your work, and then putting it all together, and then everything else that goes into actually making the color physically and then bottling it. You're doing it all yourself. Yeah.
Well,
So-
I'm going to be doing an interview with Ed on his channel.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's going to do it live or whatever we're going to do, but
Yeah, we're
I'm
gonna go live.
actually going to show the process
Good.
of
I
how
want to see it. That would be something I'd want to see, definitely. Yeah. I think more model companies should do that. I really do. I think these guys should open up their doors to the customer and let them see just how the sausage is made. I mean, it's no big deal, man. It's a model, I mean,
nobody's going to see the actual what I use, because that's for me.
well, I understand you got your secret recipe. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but I'll be covering things, setting things up, but I'll show. We're going to make BM silver blue metallic.
It's going to be
Buff to show the boys another Aussie critter. I have that little guy running around on my place.
It's going to be an exclusive color just for Bob's Hobby Shop and RC. Jason and I were talking about doing. This is silver blue metallic, and that's it.
Nice. Sounds good.
Model Masters did it, and it was a very popular color, and you can't get it anymore. So
you talk about that Pontiac engine blue, or metallic, or a straight metallic blue?
No, it's a silver blue metallic.
Ah, okay. That's not the one I was thinking of. Sorry. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I had. They made a. Oh, I know what it was. Pardon me. No, I was totally wrong, Ed. It was a military color. It was called Japanese metallic blue. It was like a translucent blue that the Japanese would paint on the interiors of their aircraft.
Yeah. Jason, Pit Stains wants to know if there's any way we can post all of our channels in the comments.
Well, I don't have a channel, so I'm just out here. So
No, Gloss Root Beer.
James has a channel. I have a channel.
James has a channel. Yeah, yep. And Jason's, of course, and
then I have a channel.
Yeah, and then you Ed, and Paul, you got one?
No.
Okay. Oh, Bill just in here, so we can.
Bill must have one called Slipway.
For next week, and from on, I'll remember to put it in the description. I'll put everybody's channel and the links to it in the descriptions. So,
okay,
yeah,
fair enough. Yeah.
Remember, this just started out with myself, Pete, and Hibbo, and now we're now international, and so I'm doing all this as well as everything else, So,
yeah. Well, while we're talking now, Peter's doing his Discover Thailand thing. He's walking the streets of Chiang Mai.
Yeah, he's selling his ass, but anyway.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Peter, I like Peter a lot. He's a nice guy. So he's a good boy.
Hey, you got a couple more paint questions in the. You got a question about some sort of root beer.
Glass root beer color. Gloss root beer color, excuse me.
No, I don't have root beer. I can make it. It's just, again, I'm one man band. Like, I've got over 1,000 bottles going to the UK.
Why don't you like Jim? Because he's really, really good with the military stuff. He asked about that Africa Core Yellow. Maybe you could give him some ideas of a couple outlaws, maybe that he could try to mix on a small scale to see if he could close to the color he's looking for. And the same with the root beer. Is there a couple colors, Jason, that come to mind that he might be able to mix to get close to a root beer? Because that's an option.
I made my own cockpit green at one point because I didn't have any.
Yeah, Jason doesn't he doesn't have anything you can mix it like the root beer.
I want it so it's not having to be mixed to create it. Nobody else, like, you don't have to mix this and this to get that. I want people to be able to go to Apple Paints and go, oh, there's my root beer.
Right.
I understand that. I'm just saying he's asking about that Africa core yellow, let's say.
Okay, so
you don't know.
Hang on. Military, so it'll be German.
Yep.
And
Be like mid-war stuff, like 1943, late 42.
yeah, so we've got. Hang on, I'll bring that up on the screen.
Yeah, Jason's got a yellow that's close to that Sluggo. I've actually just shipped out a bunch of them to a.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right, Ed. You're right. I got that in my gift pack that Jason was so kind enough to send with my with a model that I bought one time.
If you guys can tell me where I am on the screen because I can't see the other one.
You're on the German.
You're at the top of your list.
Hang on.
German military colours. You're at the top.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So there's the German colours, Pitstone. And I've got insignia yellow, yes. There's your greens, your olive green, pale grey, green, dark green, navy grey, 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 green, light grey, yellow, brown, earth yellow, red, yellow, olive, grey, blue, silver grey, basalt grey. These are all genuine German colours. Light grey, dusty grey, quartz grey, RLM dark green, RLM black green, RLM light blue, and RLM grey. I'm thinking the yellow brown would be very close. Your dunkel that you're after.
Run your cursor up a bit, Jason. That's it.
Yeah, you got a pretty much there's a kind of a standard dark yellow that they introduced in late 42, early 43, and if it's an Africa core tiger, then I'm guessing that yellow would have been
there you go.
for
your
that
ivory.
tiger. There you go. Yeah, they've also got something called RAL numbers too that are specific to those German colors, and if Sluggo wants, he can look those up, and he might find it right there in your outlaw collection.
Yeah, well, they've got the RAL numbers on them, so.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Okay, there you go. I can't see the labels too clearly on my screen, so.
Yeah, they've got the numbers on them. So, like Sluggo, if you go on Jason's site and you see the ones you want, all you got to do is write down the numbers that you look on Jason's. You can go onto my site, scroll onto there, and then just click. Then you'll know exactly what you're looking for. I've got the numbers and stuff too, but Jason's, you have to scroll through a lot of colors to get to mine. That's the only way my site would do it. Jason's is a little bit easier to look for the color that you're looking for, but when you find it on mine, all you got to do is type in the number, and then it'll bring it right up to that color. And then you can just order what you want. Yeah, he's got the purple, the reds.
Yeah, he's talking about World War I planes. Well, I'll tell you what, the reason the Germans made them that way is so they could recognize themselves in the sky. A lot of them painted those crazy-ass colors so they could see them more clearly for their wingmen and everything like that in combat. But they are beautiful. There's a couple of guys, a couple of Englishmen, a Welshman and an Englishman are building the Rodin Albatross, and one of them is going to do the red and white stripe one. And it's the World War I planes are so beautiful. I mean, the German planes, the French and the British, yeah, they're okay. They're not too crazy looking, but the Germans, they painted them in every color you could think of.
So. That's that, boys. On that. So as I move through all these special order colours, everything else like that, it takes time. When I have staff that I can say, hey, you can make it, I'll research it. You guys make it. You guys concentrate on that for me. That'd be great. But at the moment, it's myself and my wife, and yeah, and one thing I'm very proud of, and you boys all know, or that have seen it, the amount of pigment you get in the bottle, like.
Yeah, you get a lot. It's filled to the top. It's not just skimmed.
Yep.
No.
Got one right
Yeah,
here.
I do too.
Yep.
With pearl white. I can't wait to use this pearl. I don't know.
Stuff
What is it,
mixes
mate?
beautifully too. It's
Yeah, I got that color
it
too.
just comes together in no time.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it, man. Yep. Well, the reason I bought this bottle of Interior Green because, like I said, I got that 48 scale Catalina that I want to paint, and it's gonna need a lot. I might need to order another bottle of this. I probably should order two, but
So hang on.
Paul's got the, what is that? The pearl blue.
Subaru blue. No, not Subaru.
Oh, yeah.
nice, very pretty, very pretty.
Custom made, wasn't it, buddy?
Yeah.
It's not even on the website.
Yeah,
So,
go on the website.
Wombat
plug
needs a
in,
bit of it as
order it
well.
all.
What was that, Jason? What'd you say?
Wombat, he's needing some Subaru blue as well. So
Okay. Now, one of these days I'll build a car model. Like I said, I got a couple left over for my brother, so we'll see. One of them's a Formula. No, wait a minute. I gave the Formula One to one of his friends, so I've got a Mercedes road racer of some kind and something else. I don't know. I'd have to get them out. I haven't looked at some of my stash has been buried in boxes for a long time. So
You need any more car models, man? Come hit me up.
we'll see. Let me make one first and see. I mean, I'm the guy who's got 4 workbenches spread out, treading water, doing 5 minutes of work on one and then 5 minutes on the other, and getting nowhere fast. So
What is this?
what do we got here? 2008 movie Red Baron was a joke. Okay, I didn't know there was a movie in 2008 about the Red Baron.
I
Okay,
didn't either.
yeah.
I didn't either.
and I can tell you for research facts and accurately that the pocket triplane was not gloss red or bright red. It was a dirty blood red, a dirty blood brown red.
Okay.
Really?
That is, and I researched to share that took forever because I've got a guy in the States who wants it. So, yeah.
Paint it dirty blood red, then photograph it in black and white.
Yeah. Yeah. How can you do that when you make so much pit stain?
Do
Wow,
I?
Pit Stain. Look at Pit Stain. Got 8 models going on at once right now.
Yeah, and he's got his hand on his dick at the same time.
right.
That's one hell of a circus act.
I was gonna say, man, that's something you don't want to see.
Yeah, not me. I'll.
He brings a new meaning to the word icky sticky.
Right? Now I know where she gets her formula.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Heisenberg, can you put the hat on, please? That's got to be your catch, mate. The Heisenberg hat.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. I'll go get it. Hold on. I got it. I keep it wrapped up. I got to
It
get it
just
dry.
saves me watching bloody Breaking Bad every night. Oh, Jimmy's on.
Anytime he's on, he should just have the hat on. Period. That's it.
I second that.
Yeah, I mean,
And
it's gonna have to be his trademark, man, when he's on.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
There we go.
There you go.
There we are.
Hey,
Now-
that's it.
Now,
It feels, yeah.
I think I've said this before, but just remember, this hat is also Popeye Doyle from the French Connection.
Don't worry about
Oh.
With his long black raincoat. Remember that when he walks into the bar? Popeye's here. Yeah,
Yep.
That was a good movie.
that's a great film. That's a great, yeah.
I just-
Both of them. The sequel was almost as good as the original.
Me and James were just talking, man, that anytime you're on the show, you just have to have the hat on, period, man.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That sounds good to
Right.
me. The only time I wear it now. I got
Yeah.
I can't wear it in the summertime. This thing's so thick, my head starts sweating like crazy. And in the
Yeah.
winter, I've had this thing blow right off my head a couple of times and get rubbed into the salt on the streets. I was like, "Fuck that! I'm not wearing this thing outside anymore." I used to want to.
Well, when I put up next week's North, I'm going to say Aussie Modelers Live featuring Breaking Bad.
Okay,
There you
all right, that's
And
fine with me.
And Sasquatch.
The goatee is all white now. I can't.
That's okay.
I don't look like Walter White anymore. I gotta. That's
You
all
Walter
going
White.
white. So, what's that?
Walter Off-White.
I didn't hear you,
Walter.
Jason.
Walter Off-White.
Yeah, off white.
Walter
Yeah,
Off-White.
that's or Walter all white. That's more like my beard. Yeah.
Jason, you need a microphone. Whatever Wombat's using, you need.
Yeah. That's
He's
true.
super clear. There's like
you got to get closer to it.
Hang on.
Yeah, there you go. Get something in line. Yeah, Heisenberg. There you go. Thank you.
better?
Sluggo. Thank you.
Not
Sluggo.
Wombat. Whatever Bilge is using, he comes through really clear when he's easy to understand.
Is that better if I turn it up there? 1, 2.
Now
Is that better?
it's almost sounds like you're like 20 feet away from it or something.
Hang on.
I'm not pulling your leg either.
No, you're right, James. It's true. Yeah.
Hang on, probably because. Is that better?
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2.
It's kind of the same. Lean back a bit. Lean back like you normally sit. Now speak.
Is that better?
Yeah.
It's gotten a little better. Yeah, I mean.
What do you use, Bill, when you talk?
Hang on.
I'm just using a crappy Samsung tablet. No mic, on the tablet.
You're coming, Bill, you're coming across 100% loud and clear, 5x5. Yeah.
How about that?
I'm just lowballing.
Yeah.
Is that better?
What? Do it again, Jason. Let's hear you.
Is that better?
No, it's about the same to me. I don't know. Maybe it's my ears.
Hang on.
Listen,
You got to get the Australian shit out of your mouth. That's what the
Is
problem
that
is.
better?
Nah, not by much, mate. Huh, okay.
Yeah, it's a good one. Hang on.
Yeah, Sluggo. I tell you what, I don't know how many old. What was that? Was that a Winnebago that they bought on Breaking Bad when they first started cooking? Yeah, I don't know how many of those are around. I suppose if I looked hard enough, I'd find one.
I can get you one. It's right down the road.
It's all right. I got enough. I got enough on my hand with my
in the
one car.
scrapyard, man, and it looks just like it.
You know what I'll do with the thing? I'll set up model benches in there too, and now I'll have like 20 models going at once.
There you go.
And I'm getting nothing done, you know.
right. I understand.
Yeah, get a hold of me, Pit Stains, if you whatever you need, man. Just go on the website and just
1, 2.
There you go.
Better.
That sounds better.
Yeah, because I was on the microphone on the bloody webcam up there. No wonder.
Okay. Yeah.
Way better now.
I got my computer. I'm staring right into my computer, so it's right here. That's why the microphone's picking me up the way it is.
I guess we're only 2 hours in. We should have said something to you about an hour and 58 minutes ago.
Right.
Yeah, probably. Maybe you just said, no, we can't hear him. Thank God for that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Pit
Right,
Stain is
guys. I
signing
reckon
off.
2 hours. We've done bloody well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been great. Had a great time. What do we can do this again next week?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
we're doing
game
it
for it.
5 o'clock. 5 o'clock for next week in Australia.
So that'll be what? 1 o'clock in the morning for us, you guys?
2 a.m. here in
mine's
Chicago. I think it's going to be
He's
3
cool.
for you, James.
Yeah, it's 3 for me.
Yeah.
I tried last week, man. I fell asleep.
I'm up
Yeah, no,
for
so
that.
we're going to do an alternate. So you guys, whatever time, like for this, once we'll do the US, and then the next week we'll do the Australian time. So we can
Sure.
get you guys at a decent hour.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So, and we'll invite Pit Stain because Pit Stain's going to send me an email. I'll send him the link. And hopefully we got Wombat and James back. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do my best to get some sleep earlier in the day and be up
Yeah,
at
see
3.
if you can see if you get Peter lasso him into this, Jason.
yeah, we're trying to. He's just
Right,
a very
thanks,
big
man.
man.
Well, he's a big man. He is now the biggest thing in Thailand.
Well, he is actually. He's
He wake
about
up with his hand on it.
At 6'3", he's pretty big.
Yeah, but he got a motorbike too, or motor scooter. Excuse me, a motor.
Yeah,
scooter.
and he wasn't going to get one, but anyway.
He's got one now. So that's what he
Righto,
said.
people. Lovely to have you all here. Thank you, everybody that joined us over the 2 hours.
Yes,
don't
thank
forget
you.
RC and Hobby Shop. Don't forget to see Restorations for You. Don't forget to go and get your meth from Jim. And
96% pure.
96.7.
Be good at it.
Yeah.
Right, guys. Take care. Catch us all later.
Good night, all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Big kick, man.
Bye.
Hasta luego.